Do you feel it, guys? Do you feel that thick fog that seems to be encompassing us right now, encompassing the collective? I feel like people are different, though, for the most part. I feel like we are moving into a different direction. And I feel like that fog is lifting. And let me say this, I feel like there's a message that Spirit wants me to get out to you now. A reading for the collective. And it's like we have been in a daze. We've been in a daze. And trust me, this we may be feeling it now, but I feel like that energy has been put upon us. It's been here for a while. But I think that I feel like what Spirit is saying is that we're coming to the end of this situation. And I'm not talking about tomorrow. You know, it took us a minute to get here, right? It took us a minute to get where we are now. So, and as a collective, it's like I don't think we even realized when this stuff started happening to us as a collective, we had no idea. We thought, yeah, well, this has happened, but this is going to change, and that's happened, but that's going to change, and we're going on and on and on, and we're put into this way of feeling, this negative way of feeling, and we don't even realize it. So I want to see what Spirit wants us to know about this situation right now. And we have the Hierophant. We're talking about the systems that we live under. We're talking about where society has been placed at this time. We There are certain rules that we thought we should follow, just as being normal people. There are systems that we thought we were following, and everything was good until it wasn't. So, this reading is all about those systems that were put in place that we didn't realize could easily be brought down, could be broken. We followed the rules. We did everything like we were supposed to do. You go to school, you get a job, you do this, you do that. It's not the same anymore. And I think we're all feeling that. Crossing this system breakdown is the Ace of Coins. I believe there's a new structure coming, and I believe it's coming soon. And you know why I believe this? Because Spirit put this on my mind to do this reading. And it's for a reason. We have been following this path, this whole system of how, I mean, we don't know anything else at this point. We thought everything was good. And then it wasn't. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is telling me that there's going to be something new coming, and it's going to be structural that's new. Okay? Of course, we can talk about money also, but I think we're more talking about building things up and getting structure back the way that it was. Yes, foundation, the sun, there's going to be some exposure. Guys, this is the happy card in the deck. This is a good card in the deck. This is the foundation of this reading. The foundation of this reading is the sun, which is telling me that things are going to come back around and things are going to be straightened out. Of course, there's going to be a lot of exposure going on. It's happening now, but we're going to see even more of it. But this is a big deal. This is a big deal, guys. we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands. There was action taken in the past by leaders that put us in a place that we are at now. But the thing about it is, they didn't tell us that they were going to put us here. We had no idea that we were going to end up where we are right now. Okay? This king is in the past. They took action. They took action upon us, and we didn't even know. Not because we're so ignorant to the fact that this could happen. The point is, we weren't paying attention. Period. So, here we have, there's been a lot of struggle. Of course, there's been a lot of struggle. But it's coming to an end. It's ten of Wands here. There's been a lot of struggle. There's been a lot of burden, that's been put upon us, I'll say, even in the last 10 years. It's always been there, guys. I can't say that this is something new, but I think that, like I said, we weren't paying attention until the burden got so big. Okay? Talking about the Ten of Pentacles, though. We're at the end. 10, after 10 becomes, we're going into that number 1. So, yes, here we go. Transformation, near future. Death, transformation, new things happening. People don't understand that this card means there is a new beginning. And this is in the very near future. I don't know how it's going to happen. Okay, someone's going down. I do get that. And we're going to have a new beginning. We're going to have a new beginning. Okay? This is about transformation. I do believe that the society, the whole world is going to be transformed after this. Somebody's leaving, though. Somebody's going down. Guys, you can put your thinking caps on and think about that. I'm telling you what was dropped into my spirit, okay? Now, there's been a lot of juggling. Yeah, we've seen ourselves juggling, and there's been a lot of juggling between our society here in the United States and other societies overseas. A lot of different places. They've been juggling to take control. That's what we see here with this card. There's been a lot of things up in the air. They're trying to figure out how to keep it all together, how to keep control. They're all working together, guys. Don't think that they're not. Something that just happened. Something just happened. I didn't want to go there because, of course, the Maduro thing, that was planned. That was planned. And Spirit revealed that to me right away. This was not something that just happened and they went into Venezuela and got the president. No. No. This was all planned. This is what I'm saying. The plan started way back. We had no idea. This is why we have to pay more attention to what's going on with our so-called leaders. We have the Six of Cups. Now, this is about things that happened in the past, and now someone is being handed something to make things right, is what I'm seeing with this card. Here's your flowers for doing what you did. You took care of us Here's your payback. Okay? And yeah, the Page of Cups. So we're going to get some information. We will be getting some information about what really went down. Okay? Not only in the collective and what we're going through, but what really went down in Venezuela. Okay? We're going to find out more information about that. There was a lot of collaboration going on, people working together, that kind of thing, to bring deals, to get things done the way that they wanted to get them done. And that's why we not only did it happen when we were asleep, but we were just plain and simply asleep, guys. We were just asleep. I'm talking about the whole situation that we find ourselves in right now. Even though this particular situation happened in the dead of night, no, we've been asleep for a while. We've been asleep for a while. All right, what else, Spirit? Things are moving. Things are going to start moving quickly. Things are going to start moving quickly with this Chariot card here. We're really going to find out some more information. Now that this has happened, I feel like Spirit is saying this is what's going to break open that can of worms, and we're going to find out even more. Page of Swords. Yeah, you know what? There is this person that knows exactly what's happening, and they're going to start talking. Okay? This is not going to continue to be a secret. And whoever this whistleblower is, they're going to bring it all down. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Now, this sixes are about harmony, being harmonious and getting people together and, you know, um, making sure that there's victory. I think that what happened with this particular situation, I really didn't expect this reading to go this way, guys. But with this particular situation, I think that people feel that they are victorious. I think this is just how they feel. Is that true, though, Spirit? Knight of Cups. No, they were not victorious. They were not. This Knight of Cups makes you an offer, but you really can't trust him. So offers were made, but things are not going to go down the way that they expected them to go. Yeah, they were definitely left in the blind. Okay, there were choices made, but somebody had a blindfold put over them. They didn't see everything that was going on. They didn't know what was going on exactly. There were things going on in the background, and I'm going to say that's the U.S. Things were hidden. Things were hidden. With this moon card, things were hidden, and there's things that they didn't know. And here we have is the Ace of Wands, some action. New action is going to be taken behind this situation. And oh wow, there's going to be some fighting. There's going to be more fighting, more chaos. This has really, all I can say is opened up a can of worms, guys. Judgment. Judgment. So that thing that happened recently, some heads are going to roll for that. Things have been put in motion that are going to tell us a lot about what's been going on in the past. we're going to understand how the system actually works after all of this. In case we didn't know, we're going to understand. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Of course, we're going to find out all about the money that was involved, who was involved, the money laundering, where did it go, who, what, when, why, how. That's all coming out. We're going to get the truth. And the truth is going to be sharp when we get it. This is going to be something that's going to cut through that thick fog that we're feeling right now. And it's going to bring clarity. It is definitely going to bring clarity. So let's keep our eyes out on this situation, guys. I didn't know that this is where Spirit was taking me, but Spirit took me here. And I had to go with it. This thick fog that we feel ourselves in right now, this is just the beginning of the end. Okay? This is the beginning of the end. Okay. Pulling an oracle card for us all, guys. And it says, in ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply it reflects thy worship into yourself. Okay, let me read that again. It's called Stone Circle. And it says, in ceremony, you conquer a devotion so deeply it reflects thy worship into yourself. And I think what this card is saying to me, guys, I think we put so much, not if you didn't put trust into the leadership that we have, we vote these people in and we think they're going to do right for us. So not all of us said we just trust them because, we never know what people are going to do. But if you didn't, some of us trusted, some of us just didn't pay attention because it didn't affect us or the people around us. But now it's affecting everyone. And Spirit is saying, put the worship into yourself. Put the worship into yourself. Okay? And I'm sure people are saying, and I don't want to hear people saying, well, I don't worship them. Okay. But you put them in the office and you put your trust into them. And they have led us down a road that has changed everything. And like I said, it didn't just happen in the last 5 years, but it's been coming to light in the last 5 years. But remember this card, guys, as I'm putting them together, the sun shows up. Everything is going to be exposed. And it's going to lead us to much better days in the near future. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you on the next read. Have a good evening.